Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and off the spectrum. My name is Prince Kitsune, and today I'm back with another episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, last time, we got opened up to an entire new storyline and set of possibilities in regards to Ed and Al and WINRY, who tagged along, teaming up with Kimberly, of all people, to track down Scar and Dr. Marco, and by extension, May, who Ed and Al were looking for anyway, in exchange for potentially receiving one of Kimberly's Philosopher's Stones. So that's a lot to think about, a lot going on. And there's a lot of possibilities that could come out of it. Obviously, anybody could get hurt. Any of the important people could die, except for probably our protagonist. But you know what I mean, right? Anything could happen to WINRY, Kimberly, Scar, Dr. Marco, May, who knows? But the possibility that Ed and Al come out both with May's help and a Philosopher's Stone would pretty much require them to completely hang along with Kimberly and sacrifice both Scar and Dr. Marco, which I don't know if they have it in them. But clearly this is something that they need to at least do. So many possibilities can happen. I don't know what to expect. I guess we'll just have to see. Before we do that, a couple of orders of business though. I know that today is a Wednesday upload, and that usually means that today is White Claw Wednesday. I have somewhere that I need to be right after this, and I would prefer not to drink alcohol before I go out and drive. Granted, there's not that much alcohol in a White Claw anyway. It's not really going to affect me, but I prefer to just not have any alcohol in my system at all, especially because I'm doing something for work too. So like, rather just not have to deal with that at all. So there we go. I think I'm going to record more episodes later tonight though, so I might end up having one later, but not for now. But the other tradition that we will definitely uphold is the tradition of reminding you to hit the buttons. You know, the ones, the YouTube buttons, like button, comment button, subscribe button, bell as well. I'd appreciate it a lot. I don't want to wait any longer because I hope that I can get this episode recorded before I have to leave. Okay. Let's just jump into the episode. Okay, I was afraid I couldn't hear anything. I was like, is my audio down? What's that? Her dog. She's just paranoid whenever she sees shadows now. That's not good. Like, you know. Yeah, exactly. This is what I was just saying. Now she has something extra to be terrified about. Oh, did he cut her there too? Or is that from something else? Have we seen that scar before? I know obviously the one on her face is the one that he just made, but like, is that also from something? Because it could be connecting two different pieces of trauma together, right? That's kind of how the brain works. It sucks though that she has to deal with this mental damage now. Because, you know, physically, she's going to be fine, right? They're not going to hurt her other than just scratching her up and stuff, but they're not going to kill her or anything like that. She doesn't have to worry about anything significant, but she does have to live with the mental fear of them if things were to go wrong. Because, you know, as a hostage, she is still potentially in danger, even if she knows they're not going to kill her right now. It still doesn't mean that she's safe, you know? Who's that? She doesn't buy new flowers. That's funny. She recognizes his voice. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. He's giving her flowers. Yeah, he can tell. She's scared because, like, she sees this as him getting more involved, I think, too. She's just like, well, they just threatened me, so I don't want him to get more involved. I don't want this to get out of hand. Yeah, so she kind of doesn't want to tell him because she wants to keep him out of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Probably smart. Antagonists are closing in a little bit, right? So she feels better because she thinks she's going to be able to keep Roy out of it. Or at least she's going to help keep Roy out of it. And she also liked hearing his voice. Like hearing that he still is calling her and looking out for her. Even if she had to kind of reject him in that moment. How's his timing always spot on? Yeah, from his perspective, he's like, okay, that's not good. Hey. Music. Stop. I don't want to have to remove you from the video. I can always edit around it, but when it happens when I'm already talking, that makes it more difficult. Anyway, let me skip this last few seconds here. That was legit like 3 to 4 seconds. Skip button never works properly. Okay. Abandoned mine. Okay. I like that Miles is there because I like him a lot. And it's good to have people within Olivier's circle involved just to kind of help keep an eye on Ed now. But he's also kind of a prisoner too. He's kind of Kimberly's hostage for Olivier's sake. You know, even though it wasn't quite overtly stated. He is his Valen and they already have some tension there. So, you know, potentially dangerous, but it's good for our boys. Yeah. Where are they hiding now? Last time we saw Scar, he was talking about finding a new hiding spot, so... We didn't see where they're going, though. But we did see that he met up with May and Dr. Marco, so they're all together. Yeah, yeah. Duh. Conflicted school. A school. I don't think they can. They had the same thought at the same time. That's really funny. I think they're just trying to see like what these guys are capable of. I just created a wall. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of bold for them to do right away. It makes sense, though. They'd rather operate unaccompanied. Kind of empty and useless. Also very big. Don't scream. You have people looking for you, dude. Some sort of safe house, obviously. That's her. What the fuck? Oh, that's so cute. She really knocked him over. She really knocked him all the way over. He's a suit of armor and she's a small child. She really knocked him over. That's ridiculous. Oh, good physical comedy. What the fuck? Looking for you, actually. No, not for that reason. Don't, Al. Al? What's with that imagery? What the hell? Like, okay. This is not as cool when he's sitting underneath her. You know what I mean? I know that he doesn't physically have his body anymore, but this, this is kind of a weird way of expressing that. Yeah. She's not listening. What the fuck? Yeah. No. Hey. She's a child. She is a child. We know this. Wait, what? Is she in there the whole time? I had that thought earlier. I was like, where's WINRY? But she's probably staying out of direct confrontation. That makes sense. But does everybody else know that she was there? This is Ed, girl. Don't worry about it. Why does he feel the need? Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. Dr. Marco. I mean, you don't all have to scream every time you see something. Aren't you all in hiding? Scar did this to disguise me. Stop screaming every time you walk into the room. The military is looking for all of you. Yeah, it's okay. I forgot him too. But I don't think they ever met him. What did they do to him? Do you remember? 1914? Didn't that happen like, hold on. Are we in like 1915? What year is it again? I don't remember. Military. Oh, but Ed and Al did this to him? What's going on here? We're getting a lot of backstory for this guy suddenly. I love, by the way, the silent film kind of vibe. It makes sense. It's the 1910s. Actually, it's really fitting. It's actually, yeah. I fuck with this a lot. I like the film grain and all these little like spots and stuff popping up. That's so cool. Because, you know, they have to do it artificially when it's not a physical material anymore. Back when it was an actual film, you know. All that stuff just happened. Like, what did he do? A state alchemist. What the hell? I want you to sell me the title to the mine for this? What the hell? We clearly did not see this happen. What the fuck is he talking about? Ed did this? What was he looking for? That's how alchemy works. I highly doubt this is what actually happened. This doesn't seem right to me at all. Okay, I'm so confused. I knew we saw him on one of the wanted posters. I was thinking about that. Because I'm pretty sure I mentioned we saw a bunch of these wanted posters and there's a weird guy with the mustache. I'm like, why is this guy here? Why are we being seen? Or why are we being shown these people on the wall? There was this guy. Was one of them Scar? There was 3 of them. It was Yoki on the right. Some fucking shark looking guy in the middle. And who was the one on the left? Was it Scar? It might not have been Scar. It might have been someone that I believe it was someone that we already knew though. That's interesting. I thought he was... Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought he was working for the May family. So I'm like, how did that happen? But they're explaining it right now. Because I didn't realize he wasn't from Xing. Like the other ones were. This all makes sense now. Uh-huh. A goodwill loan. Yeah, okay. And they picked him up because they knew he wasn't really a thief. What the fuck? These are JoJo's characters. What is this? This is not the show that I chose to watch. I did not choose to watch JoJo's. Aw, who's that? Adorable. Wait a minute. Again, not Zingies. What the fuck? Does that a hoagie mean she's one of the... Right? Is she one of the Armstrongs? Is that what happened? Because they really pointed out last episode that that's what that piece of hair means. So is she an Armstrong? I love how he blames the brothers when Al was not, literally not even in the story. How did we become involved with May though? Why do we need to spend so much time on that? How did she not know this? He was the one traveling with her. Oh, she's talking about WINRY. Rewind. I should have paid more attention to the word hussy. That's my bad. Yeah, can you... I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Of course he is. He doesn't see you as important. Because you're not, really. Yeah, what are they doing? Oh, also Ed and Al are gone. Is he going to be helping them out? Or is he going to follow orders? You know what I mean? Is he going to, like, take them out? Or is he actually looking for them? Because he asked for Kimberly's men specifically. Obviously, he needs to be watched as well. So that tracks, but, like, yeah, Kimberly clearly doesn't trust him right now. They're forging. Oh, they found him first. Are these guys alchemists? Because if so, yeah, they're not going to be able to take him. They have tricks up their sleeves, right? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's interesting. Of course they're Chimera. Because okay. Raven's excuse for who Sloth was he said he was a Chimera working for the military, right? Which implies that there are other Chimeras that are working for the military. And we saw that with the original Greed's troop of Chimeras. So yeah, this all tracks. That's interesting, though. He's a... What are they? Pigs? It should be good. I guess Yogi's an important character now. Oh, they have names. Zampano and Jerso. Not going to remember those. Too many characters, too many names. Well, you didn't really learn. You just learned how they were made. You didn't learn how to do it yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is pretty impressive. Oh, shit. I didn't expect them to get these. Yeah, they need someone who speaks the language, though. Perhaps. But you need someone who can speak the language. Yeah. They're gonna have to work with him. Yeah, that makes sense. The thing is, there's so many layers and so many steps to what's happening right now. I haven't really thought that far ahead, you know. I always have this thing where I try to find the right balance of just like letting myself experience things, but also like looking ahead when I can to like see if I can piece things together. Because I'm always curious about like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Right? You have to understand that like when the story is actually good, all of these little bits of information that you're getting are important for some reason or another, right? So sometimes you have to be like, well, if they're bringing this up, why are they mentioning that, right? Although sometimes though, because I'm not watching them all in a row, right? I'm taking breaks in between. There are little things that are just like not super fresh in my mind. Like I kind of forgot that whole thing that they were talking about with deciphering the code there. And I could have very easily put that piece along with Ed and Al trying to find more information about how Philosopher's Stones work together, right? I could have put those two pieces together. That would have made sense, but I hadn't thought about it because it's been like a week or two since I saw that. Oh, Scar's over there. Okay, he's not with them. Yeah. Is it safe for them to keep WINRY there? Because they're looking for her. I don't know. I guess it's not safe for her to come to the fight necessarily. Yeah, well, they're part animals, so that makes sense. Oh, gosh. Sure. Sure. It's good that they know a lot about him, but, like, what happens as soon as he touches you? And also, he's not just that helpless, you know? Like, he is important and, well, okay. Okay, they seem pretty well prepared. I was gonna say he's a lot craftier than you might give him credit for. So, like, you can't just assume. But they didn't assume. They actually had a thorough, detailed game plan. Are they gonna help him? Is this smart for them to do? Because Kimberly's gonna know right away, right? Yeah. So what did they do about that? Do they have to fight with them or against them? Wow. They did not hesitate. That's the best thing they could have done. Pretended like they didn't recognize them because they wouldn't, right? Except they did. I love these two so much. The fact that they didn't process that at all, they just did it in sync at the same time right away. That was so smart and thoughtful, and they just like keyed into it immediately. Well, yeah, he's faster, he's smaller. What is he doing? Taunting him? Yeah. He might have realized something about a weakness. Oh, the automail. Yeah. You might want to just keep it all the time. Unless there are some like reverse issues if they get too warm. Well, yeah, less weight going into your punch. Al, though, different story. What do you think? He was spitting it out, dude. What did you think it was? Woo. It's mostly water, yeah. That should be pretty easy to break down. Really funny, by the way, that Scar didn't think of that. It's literally his alchemy hand that they put down. And it's like, dude, yeah, it's just water. Did he really do that? Oh, I see. Metal against cold. Yeah. Totally. That makes total sense. He's gonna say stuck to him. I don't know who you are. Yeah. I love that they're playing dumb. It's so great. He's trying to get him to transform. Yep. He also, by the way... That's so funny. He can't. Is he just get... Al. I love Al. God damn it. That was really smart, though. They handled that really, really well. You're the one who told him how to break down the saliva, though. We just helped you, idiot. We're just putting up appearances because those guys were there to handle us. They're still going to try to fight him. Secondary plan. It's not steel. Yep. It's not steel. Just like he couldn't break the other guys, right? Whatever his name is. Why am I forgetting that guy's name? The guy with the crazy automail. Just like he couldn't break it with alchemy. Ed's can't be broken with alchemy either. Because it's the same material now. Well, he could always do that, I guess. There she goes. Oh, WINRY. I thought it was May for a second. It makes sense, though, that she would want to come. Because she definitely wanted to. She said her whole reason for coming in the first place is that she doesn't want to, like, sit on the sidelines and do nothing anymore. So, like, it makes sense that she would not listen to what they said and come in anyway. I just helped you defeat him, so... Ah, okay. That makes sense, too. Yeah, what are they? Okay. So these guys don't know who those guys are, too. Your own people. I mean, come on. He has dark skin and white hair. I know you can't see his red eyes, but like... 2 + 2 = 4. I think she actually might be thinking straight for once. She's just gonna talk to him. She doesn't have a gun this time. Yeah. I think she's gonna forgive him. Now that she's a lot more involved, I think she has a better idea of what's going on. And I think she's not gonna do anything that's gonna hurt them or like what their goals are or anything like that. I think it's gonna be okay. You gotta trust her. I know she... Yeah. She just wants to talk. I guess she doesn't know the full story. He's right. It would be. It's interesting. Why do we need to know that May and I assume that's Dr. Marco. Because we didn't see... I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the outfits. I'm like, which one is Dr. Marco? Which one is Yogi? I don't remember. Is that his name? Is he Yogi? Should I go back to the thing that says his name? Where's the title card that said his name? It's so funny that I remember it. Is it Yoki? Not Yogi, Yoki. I'm an idiot. But you know, the whole joke is that he's not really that important of a character, and his backstory was just kind of like shoehorned in there, and nobody was listening to him when he was giving it. Apparently, I wasn't listening either. Yeah, how have they not gotten out yet? No, she hasn't. I told you she wasn't going to. She believes in you. Yeah. They're gonna be ready. It's gonna open. Yeah, they're just faking us out. I told you. They're ready. Alright. Yeah, well. Oh, what? Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I told you she wasn't going to. She knew the whole time she wasn't going to. Because she believes in her men. And she has sympathy for them, like, or empathy, I should say, right? She does legitimately care about them all. She doesn't just see them as tools to her ends, right? No. A couple of them were. That's more than she expected, though, to be honest. She's just glad to bring anybody back. Yeah. Winter is nice. I don't like the cold, though. I like being inside. What the hell is that? That doesn't look like a bird. That looks unnatural as hell. Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. Adorable. She loves you. She loves her. She loves her soldiers. She's a big softie on the inside. I don't know what it is about like this type of like, you know, strong-willed on the outside, like soft on the inside. You know, I don't know what it is about those type of women, but I want to baby them so hard. I want to treat them like babies. I don't know why I'm like this. But she's a baby. She's heckin' cute. She's adorable. Are they coming back? Yeah, who's that? It's not Kimberly. Who are they? More of Kimberly's men to keep an eye on them? Presumably. Are these Roy's guys? Oh, the Ravens guys. Duh. They're fucking Ravens guys. Duh. They're like, yeah, what the hell happened to that guy? The general? Alright, so she might end up taking the fall for this right now. I really wonder how they're going to deal with that. It's going to be fascinating. Okay. How is he going to play this off? He's going to blame it on him. That's so funny. They're the ones that smuggled her out. Oh, shit. How did that happen? We missed some things. Okay, he's bleeding, and he has a bandage on. How did that all happen? We really missed a lot, didn't we? Okay. Okay. I'm sure we'll find out. All right, so man, a lot of thoughts. Like I said, it was interesting to see how all these things are starting to play out. It's so layered, the conflict here, because every character has motivations, right? Ed, Al, Winry, May, Yoki, who's Yoki, Yogi Bear, Yoki Bear. I don't know. There's a panda bear. And then my big question though is like, how are they going to deal with Kimberly? How are they going to keep him out of the loop? Are they going to just go along with this plan? I mean, I knew they weren't going to 100%, but like, how are they going to work around his plan in order to search for their own goals without alerting him to what's happening? Is it even possible for them to do all of those things? Are they going to have to team up with Scar in order to defeat Kimberly and his men? Is that what they're doing right now? Because obviously we didn't get to see exactly what started this whole conflict. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Winry's idea. She's the one that initiated that conversation. It kind of looks like from the surface that like the conversation has gotten out of hand and now Scar is kind of taking her captive and they're all fighting again. But I honestly think this is just part of the trickery that our boys are using in order to keep Kimberly out of the loop, because we see this last bit, this beginning of this conflict, right? The explosion, Ed coming out, Winry being held by Scar. We see all of that conflict from Kimberly's point of view, which to me means that we're only supposed to know what he knows, right? It's really just enforcing that he doesn't know what's going on and that they're successfully keeping him out of the loop. And it's just going to be interesting to see how they're going to continue to do that and how long this is going to drag out for. If they play it right, they might actually be able to all get away right away. They just probably won't end up with the Philosopher's Stone at the end, which is, you know, fine. Because if they get any good information from May at all, it'll still be a victory for them, even if they can't do anything with it right away. And considering we're not quite at the end of the show yet, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't figure everything out this early. You know, they might have to wait a little bit longer anyway before we really answer the question of can they get their bodies back. So speaking of waiting a little bit longer, we will just have to wait until next time to see. Before we close the book on this time though, I just wanted to remind you, if you're still here, if you've made it this far, 1, I appreciate it a lot. 2, I would also appreciate it if you were to hit the buttons for me. You know the ones, the YouTube buttons, like button, comment button, subscribe button, and the bell as well if you want notifications. I can't thank you enough. I will see you guys soon. Good night, sweet princedom.